to being up in the middle of the night, which is okay. Today, yesterday when I went to have my procedure done, the doctor said, he said, I just mentioned that I was having a hard time with my CPAP. He was like, don't worry about that. He said a lot of people have problems and can't take the CPAP. So it makes me feel better because I consistently have congestion. And I can't put it on my face when I'm congested. And honestly, I think that to think about it, I'm congested. Like I'm congested now. But I think they must have put something down my throat or in my something because a lot of stuff hurts. Like it hurts right here. It hurt here. When I woke up, my home care worker was laughing at me. She was like, you was out of your mind. You was just talking crazy. I was like, I was? She was like, yes. But I was having a dream that it was like a choo-choo train right here. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo. Like, can we show you where like right here on my body? It was like a choo-choo or something right here going up here. Like I was having that dream. And I think that's probably where they were looking at my body or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I remember that. I remember that. And then after a while, it was a train right here. And me and the train just stopped and I woke up. And I was like, my throat hurt. What y'all do to me? They said, you want some juice or you want some ginger ale? And I said, I want some grape juice and some ginger ale. Because I want to eat some. So we got through it. Then they wouldn't let me go to the cafeteria. Y'all know I love going to the y'all know I love going to the hospital because I get to go to the cafeteria. And they were like, you can't go to the cafeteria. The only thing you can do is go home. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I can go home. But I'm stuffed up, honey. I put my bed up high. Like I'm crushed down in the middle of my adjustable bed. This is the best feeling. My back is up and my feet are up. So I'm just squished down in the middle. You really can't tell because I got all these pillows. But it's the best place to be. And what I wanted to do is talk about, I know I sound funny to me. My voice sounds deep. But I wanted to talk about what your insurance covers for obesity. And the easiest way to do that is to simply, I went to my insurance portal, looked it up, and I printed it. So, hold that thought. Let me look at it. I have a meeting tomorrow with a gentleman explaining how I did my YouTube channel. So, y'all hold that thought while I get this other piece of paper. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay, honey, I got to know something. I don't know. Hold on. And ain't nothing coming out. It's just, and you know what else? I do like that water purifier thing, but it makes too much noise. So if I can reach them, I'll turn it back on. And so y'all know it's over there. It's over there across the room right there. So I can reach it from my bed, but let me see. I'm gonna drop this. Hold on a second. Y'all can look at me. Well, I can reach it, but I'm not gonna try because I might drop my reacher and then I'm gonna have a fit if I do that. So Y'all don't want to see me when I'm having a fit. But I'm in a sad mood tonight. Saying I'm in a sad mood. I'm in a sad mood tonight. My baby done gone and left me. My baby done gone. That's by Sam Cooke. There are 25 people in here and only one person hit the like button. Can y'all please hit the like button? Please. 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 Baby, come as you are to be just my king. And I'll take your hand. Baby, 'cause I don't need no superstar. Thank you. 2 people hit the like button. I'll just accept you as you are. Do 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 do. You don't have to be a star, baby. Oh no, to be in my show. No, no, no. You don't have to be a star. That's Gatorade. Baby, to be in my show. Don't think a star has to shine. Really, I don't even think I can sing songs of other people too long. So this is a ginger ale. She gave me one. And she was like, you want another one? I'm like, I sure do. And she said, you want me to open it? I said, no, I'm not finished drinking the one I'm drinking. But I'm going to tell you something. People complain about Tennova Hospital. And all I can tell you is that in any hospital, there are several nurses, several clinicians who do what they do. And what they do is they do whatever they got to do. And I mean, I probably saw 60 people. I probably saw 30 people who were on their computers in the hallway. There were 2 or 3 people came in to my hospital room. And then there were like 6 or 8 people in the procedure room. And so I don't understand. I don't understand how something can be missed. I guess it's human error. Unless they're knowingly testing you on something. Hold on. Because what we know how to do in medicine, they got that thing down to a science, to a T, okay? And they were like, turn over on your side. I was like, y'all gonna make sure that y'all gonna clean my, don't have me out, not clean. They was like, yeah, baby. They put that oxygen in my nose. Next thing I know, I was waking up, okay? And I was like, but they held my hand. I mean, and it was a routine procedure. That's why I asked on my website, are you all afraid? And then my home care worker wouldn't videotape me. I'm like, they don't understand. I am not, it's nothing to be ashamed of. And I'm the scariest person ever. That's the funniest thing. I'm like, I can edit. But people need to know the things that we're going through, how I look as an obese woman going for a procedure. They were able to handle me. And a lot of times you hear me say it all the time. Oh, I didn't break that chair. Oh, okay. Oh, I couldn't fit through the door. I think those things a lot. I still have my chronic anxiety to deal with. I still have to face the fact that I was too anxious to finish a project from which I was paid to do. And, I hope and pray that she shows me mercy, but she ain't. I mean, y'all, she has done some things that really, it's unfortunate. When it's only thing is, I'm just scared. But people don't care about that. And she has every right. I can't be mad at her. When all I know is I know how good I am. And I know that I'm just scared to death. But she does not care. And that's okay. I'm going to have to face that. Once I finish my rehabilitation, I'm going to have to face that. 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to have to face that. I'm going to have to pay the piper. So, anyway. So let's get to where we are. I paid for this training, and I tell y'all, he is pimping us some awful. I mean, the majority of the training, they're selling you to upsell. I think that's kind of unethical. We paid for a training. Train us. I mean, like, the majority of the hour, they're just wanting you to buy a more expensive product. They're just doing all kind of stuff. And then for about 3 minutes, they'll give you a nugget. And so I think that's kind of unethical. I do. And the thing is, I had bought something from him once before, but I wasn't able to listen to it. And I couldn't even listen yesterday. Not yesterday, before yesterday, because I was busy getting ready for this procedure. So, anywho, I have printed. Oh, let me ask y'all too. Please, anybody see how pretty the cover of my planner is? And so I would like for y'all to buy it. And all you have to do to buy it is to cash at me $15 and put in the subject line your email. Then I'll email you the planner. It's so pretty. And once again, I did this planner last November. Did I put it out? No, scared. So I thank God that I was able to do it this November. I have a serious issue with anxiety and fear. And it's high time I dealt with it. And the price that I'm paying for it, it's so sad. I'm so disappointed in myself. And I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I know I need to reach out to the resources. I found some resources who can help me. And I need to get some help. And that's the problem with my weight loss. That's the problem with my life. That's the problem with my organization. That's the problem with my eating, is anxiety. And the funny thing about it is, literally, I can't eat the food. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. Even when I go to the cafeteria, mostly that food look nasty. So I just eat a hamburger because I know a hamburger has protein, carbs is the bread, and vegetables is lettuce and tomato and pickles. So what do I do? As I take a breather and I keep living one day at a time. Keep dreaming, because how am I going to have a dream come true? I've been watching all these interviews with issues of Africa. I just feel like I want to be in Africa, y'all. I don't want to run away. I just want to go and find my place and have me a spot in Africa that I hang out. And I'm going to be doing the same thing, resting. Go one place or two places. Maybe meet some gentlemen. But baby, the men are meeting these Black American women, and Black American women cutting up, okay? They over there mistreating the African brothers, talking about they got this degree and this education, and he don't have no education. Now, the sister, just because you got that good government retirement, now you can go on over to Africa. Don't mean you can mistreat our brothers. That wasn't working for you in the U.S. And I know what you are comes out, but it's like, my word, sister. You gotta know. I'm gonna tell you what I do. When I find myself in the spirit of a man who makes me agitated, I stay quiet and I get away from him. I only concern myself with men I can respect. If I can't respect you, I keep my words low and I get away from them. You don't have a right to treat anybody any kind of way. Guess what else, y'all? Remember my yard man I was telling y'all who didn't cut my yard very well? He's now a paratransit driver. And he was like, Miss Deborah, your yard look like it need cutting. I was like, you don't cut the grass in November. Oh, some people do. Like, if you don't look at this right here. But he's a good guy overall. I just don't like the way he cut my yard. So that's okay. God has a way to show his sense of humor. And that's just funny. So there are 15 people in the group, 8 people on 8 likes. Could y'all hit the like button? You could also say hello. Just sitting up here looking at me talk. Okay, this is obesity, treatment of obesity, non-surgical and surgical, which is bariatric surgery, in parentheses. This is the United Healthcare Medicare Advantage coverage summary. If you go to your insurance website, you can print what your insurance will cover. You can print what your insurance, the definition of what your insurance considers anything. And then you can start to use that verbiage when you go to the doctor so they can document your concerns on these particular issues. Documentation is where it's at. Documentation is where the history of you having to deal with this comes in. Documentation is how, if you know you want to apply for disability or coverage of some service, you got to spend about 2 years working that thing out. Going to the doctor, having them weigh you, crying, telling the doctor what your issues are, asking your doctor for referrals, asking your doctor for help, saying, I need help. Okay? That's the only way that they can demonstrate you're having knee pains. Doctor, my knees hurt. Can you help me? Doctor, my back hurts. Can you help me? Doctor, my shoulder hurt. Can you help me? Well, if your shoulder hurt, they're going to do something immediately because there's something wrong. But the guidelines in this coverage summary are for specific procedures only. For procedures not addressed in this coverage summary, refer to the Medicare coverage database to search for applicable coverage policies. There's an area called National Coverage Determination, Local Coverage Determination, and Local Coverage Articles. This is how you can look up where your insurance considers your ailment. Bankaraj Magra Nay. Thank you, Hassan. Non-surgical intensive behavior therapy. Look at this word. Non-surgical services, intensive behavior therapy. This tells you that there is a professional who can help you with non-surgical services, intensive behavior therapy. Write that down. Thank you, Keisha. How you doing? Write that down. Now the other area. Now what is okay? The other area is surgical treatment, bariatric services, coverage services, and criteria. Now for the non-surgical service, that is intensive behavior therapy. For the surgical treatment, it's bariatric surgery, coverage services, and criteria. Now for the non-surgical services, it says intensive behavioral therapy for obesity is covered when criteria is met. Refer to the Medicare Preventive Services MLN educational tool. Now that tool is a link. It's cms.gov/Medicare/prevention/ prevention gen info / Medicare preventive services / MPS quick reference chart. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go to that so I can read it to you, but I can't go right now because I don't feel like it. The surgical treatment, it includes open and laparoscopic roux in wide gastric bypass, laparoscopic adjustable gastric banding, open and laparoscopic bileo pancreatic diversion with duodenal switch. I've heard of that. That's all a different type of bariatric surgery, or gastric reduction duodenal switch, and standalone laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy are considered reasonable and necessary when criteria are met. Okay, so you have what's called local coverage determination exists, and compliance with these policies is required where applicable. So part of what's required is that you go to the doctor, I think every month, and do a weight check-in. That you tell the doctor what you're doing, you're exercising, you're going to visit the counselor. One thing you might want to do is have a psychiatric evaluation done. Find out which counselor does the evaluation that your insurance will pay for. All of that is part of getting ready for any type of assistance. When I got approved to take the weight loss surgery, I had been doing that for 2 years. Been going to counseling, going here, going there, going to a weight loss doctor, trying different things. So by the time I applied to the weight loss surgery, I didn't have to do any. I was ready to go. They didn't even make me lose no weight or nothing because I had already been trying to lose weight. And I did lose weight. I lost 65 pounds in 2019. So there's a section here that says, for states with no LCDs or LCAs, refer to Novartis LCD for bariatric surgical management or morbid obesity for utilization guidelines. You've got to go to these charts and read this stuff. Okay, let's look at the non-coverage services. Examples of services that are not covered. Treatment of obesity when criteria are not met. Treatment of obesity when criteria is not met. I'm telling you, no matter whether you're going to have the bariatric surgery or no surgery at all, to get compliant with a situation so that your insurance will help you with your obesity, you got to do some stuff. Like, get that evaluation for your mental health. Go check in with the doctor every month for your weight. Go to exercise. Get in an exercise class or exercise program. The YMCA has a weight loss program. The health department has a weight loss program. The shelters have a weight loss program. Weight Watchers has a weight loss program. But if you get in a weight loss program with agriculture extension, that's like a 9-week weight loss program. That's the best, because that way you can show the doctor the curriculum that y'all are going over every month. And that way you can have the teacher sign off on it. That legitimizes what you're doing. And that's where it's saying you got to meet that criteria. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? We're talking about non-covered services for obesity. Treatment for obesity alone. Obesity is an emotional issue. So therefore, there is more than just eat this, do this exercise. The problem with people who have obesity is something emotional going on. And that's why you want to go to counseling. And the fact that you can have a documented evidence of you seeing a counselor. I see my counselor virtually once a month. And I basically tell him what I'm doing. And he virtually thinks it's great. And we don't even deal with my struggles. We mention it in a sentence. But he's very happy with the fact that I am doing what I'm doing. And it's enough to justify the bill talking about exercising when I'm going through my success. I show him the videos. And that's some good stuff for the insurance, because it's all about documentation. So non-covered service, intestinal bypass surgery, i.e. jejunal bypass. So I don't know what that is, but they don't pay for that. Open and laparoscopic vertical banded gastroplasty. Oh, VGB. I've heard of that one. That's an old one. They don't pay for that no more. But they no longer perform that, so that's why they don't pay for it. Open sleeve gastrectomy. They don't pay for that. My insurance don't pay for that. Laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy is not covered. My insurance don't pay for that. It says United Healthcare, which is the insurance that I have, may cover standalone laparoscopic sleeve gastronectomy for the treatment of comorbid conditions related to obesity in Medicare Advantage. Members only when the conditions specified above are met. What they're saying is we may pay for this when the conditions are met. What are the conditions? Go to a pain doctor. Go to a knee doctor, a joint doctor. Go to a physical therapist. Get some counseling. Join the exercise program. Go see your physical. And also when you take a copy of whatever you're doing to your primary care doctor and give it to them so they can put it in their case notes. That's the key. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It only matters what's being documented. Because most of the time, most of the time, nobody is going to refer you for any of this stuff. You're going to have to take it upon your own and go get some support. Do you think that anybody is calling me saying, Deborah, go do this, go do that? And they call me to do the colonoscopy. They call me to do stuff like breast exam, which I'm not doing. They call me to do a lot of stuff that they know insurance is going to pay for. But as far as my weight loss, nobody's checking in on me. I have to do it myself. You have to take ownership of your journey. Okay? So, another thing that it won't cover is open adjustable gastric banding. So that means if you get that sleeve or whatever, which I don't know, that may not be doing that band anymore. That banding is the VGB, so they're not doing that anymore. Okay, supplemented fasting is not covered under the Medicare program as a general treatment for obesity. So just be aware of what's not covered. They do not cover supplemented fasting. So now, what do they consider? Another definition is body mass index. And that's where your weight is divided by the square of height in meters or feet. Now, honey, look. Hi. Thank you, just Tanya. I appreciate that. Now, look, honey, let me tell y'all something. We go by the metric system. Everything else is written in meters. I can't delineate that. I'm not even going to try. When I was in London, you see stuff in meters. I'm like, I don't know. It's coming up. I don't know how long it is, but it'll be all right. Okay? A high BMI can be an indicator of high body fatness. BMI can be used to screen for weight categories that may lead to health problems, but it is not diagnostic of the body fatness or health of an individual. Now listen to this. BMI can be used to screen for weight categories. You know how I told y'all we got obesity category, obesity 1, 2, and 3. That's what it's saying. Your body mass index can be used to categorize your level of obesity that may lead to health problems. However, you are not diagnostic. You haven't been diagnosed with body fatness or health. Just because you have a high body mass index or whatever category it is, you are not diagnosed with anything. Yes. But the thing is, you can't just do it. According to this insurance paperwork, you have to go to the doctor, let the doctor know. When I email my doctor and keep in touch with what I'm doing, she's like, thank you for keeping us abreast of what you're doing. When it's time for the insurance to decide to cover you, they're going to ask for the doctor's notes. When it's time for you to apply for disability, they're going to get your doctor's notes. But let me tell you what I did better than that. When I applied for disability, I sent a copy of all my doctor's notes. And I sent my doctors, my little doctors I was working with, copies of notes for them. I told them what to put in the paper. Because once again, most of them don't have their own secretaries and they're busy. So this is the thing. Just telling you, you're having problems with your knees and your back. Go get help. Go get help. I didn't know that. Whenever my knees would start hurting, when I was way back in 2008, 2012, I didn't know what to do. 2012, I would just sit in the car and cry. I didn't know what to do. My coach didn't even tell me what to do. I was just telling her, I said, my knees hurt. Sometimes, see, that's why you can't rely. One person can't be your savior. That's why Jesus died on the cross, because only he can do that. So that's why the research also says that if you work a little bit and trim off a little bit of weight, it will help you not get some of the diseases that they know are associated with obesity. And I'm telling you, it's only by the grace of God. Like they asked me, do you have a pacemaker? Do you have a heart attack? Have you ever had a heart attack? Mm-mm. Have you had any operation? Mm-mm. That's God's work. That ain't my work. But because if you just look at my body mass index, I should be diabetic and all that stuff. But God, that's why you can't think in your own mind. The Bible says the ways of the ways seem to you, it seem right, but in the end thereof is not. So basically, what you think, you be sitting up here. I be sitting up here thinking, but what I'm thinking, it ain't about nothing. It ain't true. It ain't right. It ain't true. And it ain't even gonna happen. It's because you thinking in your own mind. Okay. So I'm 205 PD, and they are scared of my racing fast heart. So what did they say to help your racing fast heart? And there may be a physical therapy, I don't know, situation that would deal with your racing fast heart. There may be a breathing treatment. I don't know. There may be anything, but seek the resources. Seek the resources. Like she told me, she said, it's a backup in my heart. She said, my heart normal. But she said, everybody got that. She said, I got it too. I was okay. So I'm like, okay, everybody got one. And she explained it to me. And I'm like, okay, very good. So here is supported information. Bariatric surgical management of morbid obesity. And it lists by states the applicable situation that covers in each state. And one of the things that okay. Oh, wonderful. Mm-hmm. That's just like with my blood pressure. My blood pressure is sky high. Even though since I stopped putting salt on my food last week, that bottom number gets lower and lower. So Miss Deborah was eating that salt, but I just decided I'm not stopping. I'm talking about adding extra salt to my food because I was like, give me my salt. So even if you don't want to get the weight loss surgery, it's good to be aware of what's available to you. And I got qualified, and once you get qualified, that weight loss approval lasts a year. And in the time, I realized that it is not a tool that I would like to use. Good morning, Dana J. Good morning. But I think that being able to deal and learn and conversate about all facets of obesity and how it may concern us is good. You know, I thought my aunt told me, she said, get that shot. You know, my aunt told me, get that surgery. That's why I did it. That's why I wanted to do it in the first place. So, but deep in my heart, I don't want to get the weight loss surgery. You know, when he looked at my intestines, my baby, their intestines was beautiful. He said, we found one little polyp on there. We just took that thing off. One little polyp. I'm like, go on, intestines. Do your thing, baby. They show you your picture. So they're my intestines. Hey, intestines. I'm like, go on, intestines. Do your thing. I like the fact that my body is, it's my body. My body is like doing what it does to take care of me. And my body is like, okay, Deborah, we're gonna help you breathe, okay? You're gonna stop breathing a little bit in the middle of the night because you know your big old neck, close up. But girl, we're gonna wake you up and you're gonna be all right. And I like the fact that my body, my esophagus and everything. Yes. Yes. Okay. Amen. Amen. Oh, thank you, Tanya, for sharing. I appreciate that. Okay. So how you doing on your weight? You doing okay? Good. That's good. I was thinking, man, you might have to get the weight loss surgery. But I have to remind myself that I have to face life. Face. Okay. Well, go do it, honey. Go do it. I'm so sorry. I don't even know where this mucus is going. I can feel it in my body. So, I'm going to tell you what I did enjoy. I did enjoy drinking chicken broth. But that's because okay, let me go back to talking about this. Yeah. So, the bariatric surgical management of morbid obesity, contracts A and B by the contractor Novitas Solutions. That's covered in Arkansas, Colorado, Delaware, D.C., L.A., Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Texas. The Novitas Solution. Well, I love tomato soup too. The surgical management of morbid obesity, Part A and B, First Coast service options. That's covered in Florida, Puerto Rico, and Virgin Islands. The laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy for severe obesity is covered Parts A and B in Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. Okay. So that leaves Tennessee's only covered in one area. But I have Medicaid and Medicare, so this is Medicare, so I think Medicaid pays for all of that stuff. Now, the second part says, oh, nice. I spell my R-A, but I love meeting another Deborah. Thank you. Okay, so it says revision information, coverage guidelines, removed content, and language addressing second bariatric surgeries. So I don't know what that's getting to, but most of the time, insurance in general doesn't pay for a second thing. Like insurance won't pay for a second heart attack. And that is why doctor's office is going to make sure after you have that first heart attack, you ain't having another one. Because in reality, after you have one, you are going to have two. But you got to take your medicine and go back to the doctor. And they're going to make sure they get you there. Because they know that your insurance ain't going to pay for a second heart attack. There you go. Be like Jesus. Tell him what you want. Tell that doctor what you want. And this information is being distributed to you for personal reference. This information belongs to United Healthcare, and unauthorized copying, use, or distribution are prohibited. This information is intended to serve only as a general reference resource and is not intended to address every aspect of a clinical situation. Can you blame me, my mom and text girl? This society killing us. You praise the Lord. But also, heart attacks come from stress. Would you not be stressed out? Ever since George Floyd, the nation got a conscience. But baby, they've been hanging and killing black men since before slavery, okay? So, yes, ma'am. We all struggle. We all are suffering. Physicians and patients should not rely on this information to make healthcare directives, which means if you need something, then you have to, even if your insurance doesn't cover it, you have to apply anyway, get denied, and then appeal it. Physicians and patients must exercise their independent clinical discretion and judgment in determining care. Each benefit plan contains its own specific provisions for coverage, limitations, and exclusions, as stated in the Medicare Coverage of Evidence Summary of Benefits. Think about these key words. This is how you understand what's possibly covered to help you in your plan of care. So when you use this term, doctor, can you help me with my plan of care for obesity? I need support. They're going to put that in your medical records. When the medical assistant comes in and asks you what's wrong, I need help with my plan of care to deal with obesity. I cannot do this by myself. I'm exercising on Monday and Tuesdays, and I food prep, and I'm going to join a 12-week exercise class at the Y. Can the doctor assist me? And she's going to say, I'm going to let him talk to you about that. Because some doctors, remember I found that article that said some doctors are clinically trained to treat obesity. And you want to hope and, oh, bless her heart. God bless us all. Yes, ma'am. When I had hip problems, I was compensating on one side of my body because of my knees, and that got my hip off. And once I did physical therapy, I never had that problem again because they teach you how to do the thing right. So, God bless you. Now, so check this out. This is very important. The benefit information in this coverage summary is based on existing national coverage policy. However, local coverage determinations may exist, and compliance with those policies are required where applicable. Okay, basically now this next paragraph is letting you know that the United Healthcare applies internal coverage criteria in the United Healthcare commercial policies referenced in this summary. The coverage criteria in these commercial policies are developed through an evaluation of the current relevant clinical evidence in acceptable clinical literature and or widely used treatment guidelines. United Healthcare evaluated the evidence of determine whether it was, give me a second, something itching back here, child, whether it was sufficient quality to support a finding that the items or services discussed in the policy might, under certain circumstances, be reasonable and necessary for the diagnosis or treatment of illness or to improve the functioning of a malfunctioning body member. Oh, bless your heart. In the name of Jesus, may you be healed, Tanya. May you be healed. And like I said, it empowers you to read and to follow up and understand what you can ask your doctor for and what you can say, hey, doctor, may I be treated for obesity non-surgically? I understand that there is a intensive behavior therapy available through my insurance. May I please take advantage of that? So, I'm going to sit this down right here. And I'm going to Give me another. I buy sugar-free cough drops. Oh, she didn't even, oh yeah, they're sugar-free. And y'all didn't even see it's sugar-free because it's something to this sugar, honey. It's something, Triana, it's something to this sugar. So I want to just say to you all, if you use a wheelchair like me, if you use a walker, if you have a home care worker, if you use a cane, a walker, or if you have adjusted services that help you with activities of daily living, I encourage you to lose weight with me. Please hit the like button and please be encouraged. Obesity is an emotional issue. So if you are willing to deal with this, then we can do this thing together. I feel bad. I don't feel good. I feel bad. This anxiety, it doesn't lead me anywhere positive. It just leads me in a spiral of foolishness. It leads me in a spiral of not getting done what I need to get done. And that's just where it is. And I'm going to have to deal with that. Now, I'm so glad y'all were able to join me in the middle of the night. Y'all ain't sleep either. And what happened to my 7-Up? My ginger ale. See, Miss Deborah gonna remember her ginger ale. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, honey. It's who helping Jesus? Who helping the Lord Savior? Jesus himself. Who's helping Abba Father? What is Deborah? She's a vessel. And that's what it is, honey. And never forget, it ain't me, honey. I need Jesus. I need help with my weight. I need help with my mobility. I need help with my life. So, baby girl, it ain't me. I'm trying to sit this here so I can drink my ginger ale. I was about to let y'all go, and then I remember, I got ginger ale. And so, I wish I had a sandwich, honey. I'm gonna need y'all to feel free to send me a super chat. Yes, I got my tea. I've been making my green tea. Amen. Thank you, Maureen. I'm going to post a picture of all that food I bought for a liquid diet. I don't know what I think I was going to be doing. But it's all right. It's all right to have a good time. Well, it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Come on and clap your hands. Ooh, do, do. Come on, yourself a chance. Do, do, do. You got soul. Everybody know that it's all right. Oh, it's all right. Early in the morning. Do, 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 do. I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow and spend the money on my insurance card. And so, I'll probably get some sandwich meat, because don't nobody want to be doing all of that. And my rice cooker, it's like pushed in, so I need to get a new rice cooker. I need to get a sandwich maker. Then I can squish down on a sandwich, and I can make a quiche in the sandwich maker too. So how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, they have so many different kinds of wraps, and then you can even make your own wrap too. And when I spend all that money buying those wraps, I learn a bit more easy than a man on the moon. But I do like bread, so I buy bread, and I like the thin bread too. So if they have some, I don't ever really buy bread at Walmart, but I'm going to Walmart tomorrow. So if they have some, then I'll buy some. So anyhow, but this is a strategy right here. buying the smaller beverages. And in Europe, they sell this. They sell small portions of everything in Europe. But anywho, I'm telling you, I've been watching interviews. I didn't know that Tanzania was, which they say Tanzania, we say Tanzania. I didn't know that Tanzania was a Muslim country. And so it's something that I just didn't know. But also, what they were saying is if you cut up and your husband hits you in Africa, really, then you go tell the police that you having problems with your husband. They're gonna send your butt back home until you work it out. And so, and not that your husband's just gonna hit you, but if you push him, if you act all dominant and stuff, you might just get popped. I mean, I can't argue with that because I'm not saying you need to get popped, but I'm saying that you need to understand as a lady, you cannot rev up to a man. You're out of order. You're out of place. That's what the Bible talks about her charm. Not she acting like a boy and trying to get up in a man's face and push him. When you act like that, a man don't see a lady. He see another man and you gonna get popped. So you need to stay in your lane. And if you are around a man who draws that out of you, you need to get away from him. I ate some salad today from Zaxby's. Swimming is fine. I'll be going back swimming on Friday. So it's cold outside too. So girl, Tanya, girl, y'all be believing everything y'all hear on TV. Girl, please. Honey, that's just some American foolishness. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. The Bible tell you your body don't belong to you. Your body belongs to your husband. And his body belongs to you. Y'all be killing me. Y'all need to stop being American. Half the stuff we do and say is some damn foolishness. Oh, poor women. Oh, girl, please. And they even begin to believe that stuff. Y'all kill me with that. Let me tell y'all something. I was talking to these people in my next door group about the school system and how bad the kids are and they're bringing guns and knives to school. And honey, I'm like, I don't care what they bring into school. It is not appropriate for them to put some bars in the school for them to walk through. Oh, we want to keep our kids safe. I'm like, I said, well, if I'm sitting up here working on my mobility, and I'm not that smart. If all of y'all think that's the solution, I feel sorry for y'all. I'm going to let y'all have that. But my group of friends know that there is something wrong with that. And they're like, oh, that doesn't lead to prison. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. I said, I wonder if there's anybody in this country who is looking at the real issue. All you're doing when you allow them to put those metal detectors in schools is to continue to justify treating your children like animals. If the issue is guns and knives being brought into school, what's the real reason behind that? The problem is bringing guns and putting that detector in. It's a monetized solution to the problem. When has ever one of those kept it out? If somebody wants to shoot you, they're going to shoot you. But the Bible talks about changing the heart of man. If something don't happen to the hearts of men, the same thing is going to happen again. I tell you, it's going to rain. Children, it's going to rain. Church, you better get ready. and bear this in mind. God sure knows, show him the rainbow sign. He said it won't be water, but fire next time. Noah said, okay, I'm sorry, my friend. God's got the key, and you can't get in. If something don't happen to the hearts of men, the same thing is gonna happen again. I'm gonna tell y'all something. God didn't make us to be treated like animals. God didn't make us to say, well, they just bringing knives to school. God put fathers in the home, mothers in the home, adults in the schools to educate our children. And when you do that, you get what we got when we were in school. You get educated children. Yes. But that's okay, honey. I'm going to let y'all have that. But I'm not going to be scared of none of that stuff. I'm going to live in peace. Because the Bible says, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you live by justifying, and no matter what you say, oh, that doesn't justify that they're going to be prison to the pipeline. When you condition somebody to walk through metal bars, that's just like prison. But that's okay. Say what you want. I'm like, look, it's y'all's kids. I don't have no kids. And I worked with young people on the outside after they got out of high school or when they got kicked out of high school. So I know the issues and the frustration of not being able to read, to comprehend. And of not being able to read a measuring stick. Those are easy fixes. So, but y'all ain't gonna get my blood pressure run up, honey. I wanna get better so I can do some traveling myself. Well, it depends on how old you are for those benefits and what condition you're in. Some of it is based on your disability or like whatever. Like in Tennessee, we have TennCare insurance. Well, I think every state has insurance now because you have to have insurance. So it's not just Medicaid and Medicare. It may be other insurances. You have to look at what's available to your in your state. That's good. This young man, he been texting me all week. He's like, Miss Deborah, do you need anything? Can I come and help you? And I've been putting him on step. I said, I'll let you know. I might need some help fixing me some soup. He was like, let me know. Okay. And I thank God for him because I don't have any children. I thank God that he's willing to look after me and to help me and make me laugh and keep me company. And I just thank God for that. Just stopped out. Love y'all. But God bless you, Tanya. You're raising good kids. We can do it. We can take back this country. We ain't gonna win everybody. But what we can do is put a philosophy of respect and care. But we don't do that. So, that's why we are where we are. But I'm telling you, it's going to rain. And just as much as you put emphasis on the things you're putting emphasis on, you're getting the result that you're getting. And I'm sorry, and the parents have to demand. The parents have to demand something better. The parents have to demand something better. Because I can't want for you greater than you want for yourself. But honey, it is so good to talk to y'all today. Let y'all go. Get a little rest for a little bit and get on up. Y'all know if the Lord says the same, I'll be back. I appreciate you. Bye. Peace and hair grease, okay? I appreciate you. Keep us all in prayer. Bye-bye.